Accountable. Person, organization, or institution required or expected to justify actions or decisions. Responsible.
Stand up.
Responsible, liable, answerable, chargeable,
A girl
to blame.
leaves her hat on, but she holds her right hand over her heart. Go.
Okay. Day.
So good morning. And welcome to Attackett Adventures today. There's a couple of things I want to say. You just seen the word accountable in the beginning of the video. Well, I want to tell you, I saw a sign that a person was holding while they were protesting, and it said accountable. But does that mean also that the ones that are destroying the property and rioting and killing people, are they accountable for what they're doing? Or can we hold the mayors and the governors accountable for not doing their job? I think that we can. They need to be held accountable. If you can't find no other person to put blame on, it's the mayors and the governors. Now, the second thing I want to say, I'm going to tell you a little story. And it's a story made up. It's not true. And it's not real. But it could be. Who knows? This story is about two guys walking down the street. They haven't seen each other in a while. Their schedules got in the way. They haven't seen each other for a month, let's say. Their schedules have been in the way. So they're walking along. All of a sudden, they get shot. Both of them. One gets grazed. The other one is laying on the ground dead. The one that gets grazed looks to his friend. They've known each other for a long time. They've known each other basically when they were in diapers. They're best friends, whatever. So they're best friends. And the man that's on the ground and just gets grazed, he looks at his friend and he's dead. So, let's put the color in it now. Before, it didn't matter. It was just two friends that just got shot. One's laying on the ground, one's grazed. And the one that's grazed is looking at his friend. So, that friend looks at his friend, and now that friend is white. He's dead. The other person that got grazed is black. He's sitting there. He's crying. Something just happened to them. He just lost his friend that he's known since they were in diapers, basically. So now, to come down to it, these two friends hadn't seen each other for a month. The one friend that's laying on the ground dead, he just had a baby. His wife just had a baby. So now, there is a fatherless child. And a wife with no husband. And now, a friend without a friend. So you want to take it one step further. The man that got grazed, besides that being his friend laying on the ground, it's his brother. His real brother. One of them might have been adopted. The other one might have, been in the family. Which one was adoptive? Don't know. Don't care. That is his brother. That was his friend. That was a father. And that was also a son laying on the ground. So I'll cut that story out. Hopefully that'll make you think a little bit harder on what's going on. You want to say accountable. So who makes you accountable for your rights or for what you're doing? You do. Not me. You. That's what accountable means. You, and you. Accountable. Also, the mayors and to the governors. You want to defund the police. People want to defund the police. Okay, that's all right. Go ahead. Because there was something accepted by the House of Representatives on April 13th, 1918. And it was actually, someone wrote it, and it was a contest, and they won, and it became accepted by the House of Representatives. And that was called the Americans' Creed. And I'm going to read that to you right now, because it's for all of us. Not just you, not just me, all of us. The Americans' Creed by W.M. Tyler Page. I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the governed, a democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it's my duty to my country to love it, to support it, its Constitution, to obey its laws, to respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies, foreign or domestic. I added those two words in there because that is what, when you're a soldier, that is what you say, foreign or domestic. So guess what? You want to take away the police? The Americans are going to rise up and be the soldiers of America. Believe it. The other thing I want to talk about, you'll see at the end of this video that I put a little thing together. You want to take down history. That monument in Georgia that you just defaced was actually honoring the black regiment that fought with General Lee. So you just took down your history that happened in the Civil War. Also, you want to deface cemeteries or a World War II monument, or better yet, y'all trying to go further than that with these in Washington to get these other monuments. I just want to say, also, well, I've already said that half, but in this video at the end, you'll see that I was standing on a battlefield, basically, and you can't take it away. It's a beach, and across the street is the fort. But since the Civil War happened, erosion, things have happened since then, a road, houses, you know, things like that. It's still the same, but a little bit different. But I depicted myself that I was standing right there where basically I would have been if I was in the Civil War, looking at those people going up the hill on the fort, fighting other men for whatever they were fighting for. Who cares? You know, that was history. Just like we're right now, what we're going through is history. Yes, but we can change it. We can change it to where there's a good outcome from it. So, I just want to say, I was on the beach. So are we going to erase the beach? It's been there for millions of years, basically. So how are we going to do that? I want to take it down. How am I going to do it? It's a battlefield. My God. People died on that. People died. That was for slavery because it was in the Civil War. My God, we got to take it away. The beach. We got to take the beach away. Just like that statue you just took down. It was probably somebody's grandfather that was riding beside General Lee, and you just took that man's legacy down, because that family probably still goes back there and visits today, no matter how far their ancestors went back. Their ancestors might have went, and their people still go and look at that monument. Also, there were black regiments at Fort Fisher. 2 of them. One fighting on the other side, one fighting on this side. So, you're taking away history. What you gonna do? You can't take it away, because I remember. I learned that in school. Maybe y'all should start learning a little bit more about history. Some of the stuff on Google and stuff like that, they do like false advertisement or false depictions, maybe. I have read some of those things. Maybe we need to go back to encyclopedias and actually do the work to find what history is and what really happened. So, I just want to take that, give y'all a little bit this morning. That's what's been on my mind. You know, I don't know. We got to change. If you don't change, then nothing's going to be done. And y'all want to keep fighting? That's all right. American's Creed will come up. If you want to defund the police, American's Creed will come up. You don't believe it? There are plenty of veterans out there who know what I'm talking about. And that's a fact, Jack. I grew up in the 80s, so you grew up in the 90s, or you're growing up in the 2020s or 2000s. You know, you need to get along, because we won't be here for long. And the reason why I say we need to get along and we won't be here for long is because it's true. You could get in your car today, drive down the road, and die. You could walk down the street and die. You could be laying in your bed and die. So, you could be, let's say, on the toilet and die. So, we won't be here tomorrow. So, you need to fix today. So, you get out there and go attack it.
Of the picture that you just seen outlined in red, and I'm showing you that we can't erase history. Even though this picture is of men in the Civil War in Fort Fisher, North Carolina, it still stands today, no matter what it looks like today. I put myself right there on the beach, right there, depicting what it looks like, me holding the flag in that area, in that spot. These men were fighting for that flag that I am holding in the background. They are fighting tooth and nail with their brothers, no matter what color they were. Instead of bowing down to each other, we should be standing shoulder to shoulder.